Hello everyone and welcome back to this new tutorial for the Connect IoT project. This time we will be seeing the Connect IoT Python library, how to connect your projects with this project. Actually, the requisites for this tutorial is that you have seen the two tutorials before to deploy how to deploy your smart contract to the near blockchain and how to deploy your Connect IoT API to connect to that smart contract, right? So that is too important because you need those to have your library up and running. And if you also don't know what this project is about, you can check it out, the introduction to Connect IoT video to have the information for this project. So let's get started, right? So you have to clone the repository that you find at github.com slash Paul hyphen cross slash connect IoT hyphen py. And as always, we will be cloning our repository with git clone and the repository URL. I will open the Connect IoT Py library folder with Visual Studio Code. So now I have the code. This example is that we will be seeing today. We have important stuff here. Actually, for the first time when you use the Connect IoT project, you have to initialize an object. In this case, I call it contract, and you have to pass 3 parameters to the Connect IoT class to initialize your connection. And what are these? First, the near contract URL is where your API is running. For example, I have it here in my local machine at all my local machine, so I will be connecting with my local host. The near account ID is the one that you have in your wallet, and the private key that is associated with that near account ID, right? So we saw how to get those values in previous tutorials. So if you don't know how to get it, go to that tutorials. After that, you have to make 2 variables in this example for the registry name and the device name. This is how you will be calling your resources. For example, I will append a suffix for tutor, like tutorial. So it's my new device, my new registry tutor and my new device tutor, right? And what is doing this example? First of all, we create a registry with the registry name. We'll be catching the response for the add device to registry function. You have to pass it the registry name, the device name, and the description for this device. For example, device for Python live test. And after that, we will be validating if the new device was successfully created. If that's the case, I'll set the base data that I am passing an object, as you can see, value 1, value 2, and value 3, with different types of values, an integer, a double, and a string, right? And after that, I will print the get the base data to actually see if I am getting the values that I passing it, the value 1, the value 2, and the value 3. And finally, I will be deleting the device from the registry, so extracting the device from the registry, and finally deleting the registry. So in the first part, we create a registry, we create a device and add it to the registry, and in the second part, we delete the device and delete the registry, right? And after that, we are all cleaned up and we can test it, right? So I need to set these environment variables that I have here. Actually, I have it to save time. So I export all my variables. Remember, do not share your private key. And here is something really important that I don't mention here in the code. That is the updating the Python path environment variable, because as we are working with the source code for the repository for the library, we are not installing the library via pip. We need to set where that library is living. In this case, is in my directory home, poll, documents, and connect IoT Py. So with that, you can actually use the library, because in other case you will get an error, or you need to install it via pip. Okay, so I will be echo my new account to see that is already set. So yeah, we are all set. I will clear my screen, and now I'll run the Python test, Python main. And now just let's wait a minute. See you in a minute to when this finished. Yes, and look at that. We are back and we got a successful result. Why? Because we are getting the value 1, the value 2, and the value 3 that we expected, and we are all clean up. You can validate that going to the Explorer of your contract, and actually you can see here that you have these contract methods: the create registry, add device to registry, set device data, get device data, delete device from registry, and delete the registry. So this is all for this tutorial. This is really simple, really short, but I hope you will get this library to work in your projects, your IoT projects, getting into your Raspberry, use it, implement your Connect IoT project into the blockchain, the near protocol blockchain, sorry. And yeah, see you in the next tutorial.